Stream of consciousness. Let it fly. It is what it is. Fuck YouTube. Free thought. Maybe talking some truth, maybe talking some shit. Opinions that matter, opinions that don't even fucking matter. Well, there's only one way to sum this up. This YouTube channel, it's whatever. And that's the way I like it. Don't be scared. Just fucking build. I want to talk about comic canon for a few videos because it's very important to me as a writer. I would like to address two main points in the next few videos. One, hypocrisy, and two, canon. We can take any established story or intellectual property that features predominantly black characters. The Black Panther, Black Sands, Eve's Bayou, Afro Samurai, so many more. These are the characters that black culture have come to love. Black culture inspired the creation of these characters, and in turn, these stories inspire others to create their own characters and stories. Truth, whatever you manifest, becomes a part of history. Another truth, whatever you manifest, changes the world because it did not exist before you created it. So, every story that is written or told via word of mouth is much more important than you may realize. Honest question. Did you like it when the American history of black culture was what they called whitewashed? That's when someone takes your story or your history and deletes it, or worse yet, adds people and elements that were never there. I would bet that you didn't. History matters, especially if you have an established connection to it. Could be cultural or familial or emotional. In comics and fiction, canon means that something is a part of the primary storyline. You can add stuff outside of canon, but you don't change Betty and Veronica into two Latinas. If you know who Betty and Veronica are without me mentioning anything else, it's directly due to the power of canon and your established connection with the story. Now, I could stop here, but the universe ain't make me that kind of guy, because the more shit I see, the more I have to counter it. When I think about it, that's kind of like the superhero way. So let's go. What if the Black Panther, T'Challa, had an Indonesian sidekick written in for diversity's sake? You would say, wait, that's not true at all. Because you grew up on the Black Panther. You respect the story. You were inspired as a kid off of these tales. Fictional as they were real to you and helped make you see the world a bit different in reality. See, that's why comic canon matters, because it affects people and cultures. What if a possible future Luke Cage movie, or even the Luke Cage series, injects a narrative of Luke Cage being bisexual or simply homosexual? The problem here is that in canon, Luke Cage had very few love interests, and thus, his sexuality shouldn't even matter. Just like in real life, you're gay, lesbian, so what? Unless your superpower consists of engaging in the sexual acts that you're into, which turns your book into erotica, which is a different genre altogether from mainstream superhero comics. See, Luke Cage was about whipping ass and cleaning up the hood. He was the neighborhood hero because the hood didn't have one. To explore his sexuality isn't character exploration because it wasn't central to the Luke Cage canon. Even if you added a prominent gay friend to the story of Luke Cage that was never there, you could do it. Shit, it's fiction. You can do anything you want, but it's not canon. Now it's the reimagining of the story, the history we all grew up with. I have no issue with the gay friend. He could be his best friend like Foggy Nelson is to Matt Murdock, but I'm not going to say, oh, that's the Luke Cage I grew up with, because then I would be a liar. Remember, people grow with these characters. There are cultural and emotional connections to these stories. When they are messed with, you are going to get a reaction. Calling the naysayers racist or homophobes only alienates these human beings who really care about these characters. To me, it comes across as though the writers themselves are the insensitive ones, simply because you're tired of hearing the complaints that your actions caused in the first place. Compromise. Make your own characters and intellectual property. Create your own canon. Make your own history, aka create. But the truth is that very few humans run toward hard work. Used to be, if they won't let you sit at the table, then build your own table. When it comes to hoping for acceptance and recognition, nowadays it's looking like black culture as well as gay culture are both running to the table Marvel is set, and they really don't care what it's going to cost their culture down the line.